Well, my name's Tom. I produced this record that we made in 2 days, 2 marathon days. We literally just finished it about 5 minutes ago.
What did you know about John Stewart before you heard?
Absolutely nothing. Nothing at all.
Nothing.
Very little, if anything.
Actually, I didn't know anything about John Stewart until I got here. So
I didn't know a lot about him, and it turns out I didn't know the enormous amount of music that he made.
Many artists have sought to capture the essence of America in their work. Aaron Copland, Andrew Wyeth, and Andy Warhol, just to name a few. Their contributions shaped the way America is viewed around the world and at home. The same could be said about the music of John Stewart, for those familiar with him.
We start talking about dreams. And John says to me, you know what I'd really like to do someday? I would like to write a song that becomes an actual folk song. And by this he means like the classic definition of a folk song. Everybody's heard this song. Maybe nobody knows the exact words, and nobody knows who wrote it. There might be a different version here or a different version there. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, well, John, I mean, Daydream Believer. Everybody knows that song. Nobody knows all the words, and nobody knows who wrote it.
Dave wanted to do this record, I hesitate to use tribute, but just sort of pay his musical respects to a musician that he loves, a musician that gave him a lot.
Stewart was a key member of the Kingston Trio when they were the most popular music group in the world. His voice captured a generation. He wrote thousands of original songs, and his career helped shape the history of American popular music. Yet despite his widespread influence and significant body of work, he remains a relatively unknown songwriter.
I think John was really, in a lot of ways, my musical mentor before I even knew it. We would have these people come over at my dad's house for these music parties. There was a kind of a special quality to these songs at this time of the night. They were all stories, about real people living in real places in America. And they were, for me, and I think for everyone there, the grown-ups, it felt like these were all songs about us.
In 2008, John Stewart passed away. In the wake of John's passing, Dave felt compelled to share his music with a new generation to help celebrate his contribution to the American story.
I had this great gig on my calendar. I was opening for none other than John Stewart. I'd never met him before. He liked my opening set, and he invites me to come up on stage with him for his second set. I get up there and he's saying, so do you know this? Do you know that? And I'm like, John, I know all of your songs. He says, really? I'm like, yeah. And after that first song, we just connected, and it was transcendent. Here I am, I'm meeting one of my great heroes. I'm thrilled. Nobody moved. The place was magnetized. And we just played song after song, like back when I was a kid, in the living room.
So cheer up, sleepy Jean. Oh, what can it mean to a daydream believer in a home?